Okay, ready, go. All right, ready, go. Now you're taking a bit more time up there.
That was better?
Yeah, compared to your initial swing. So you were just circling the club around and trying to hit quickly with your arms.
Yes.
Now you're having a bit more time at the top. So let's see. Go. And you're taking some time up there. This is the earlier one. You go again and stretch.
Stretch the bend.
This one is better.
That was better?
You're waiting a bit more. But the thing is, you have to make the backswing a bit bigger.
That's
You're
right.
relying on your arm muscles.
That's right. And the club is short.
And particularly when you rush, then what happens is that before
I get tension and just come up with it.
before the backswing is completed, you try to use the arm to turn this around.
To return.
That's why the backswing is short. And then you just rely on your arms.
Mhm.
Then, when this happens, you don't have any time to move the body properly.
So you're blocking.
So you're not using the lower body.
And just use the upper one.
It's not because your body is, your lower body is weak or something, but rather your swing pattern does not allow you to
It's
move the
incorrect.
body because you don't have time for that.
Yeah.
So
I feel it. I feel tense here. And I feel like I don't even reach the top.
so, and then as you swing, you're leaning slightly away from the target, right? And then here, in the transition here, before this is matured, you're coming down. So what happens is when you rely on your arms a lot, then as you go and try to quickly pull it down, using the arms like this, instead of waiting a bit more. When the body is ready, then you have to let go. So you have to, more than anything, you have to get more time.
More time up
at the top. So particularly when we get old, then obviously the engine power decreases. Okay? But then you have to have a larger range of motion. So imagine the plane is lifting, and if the engine is not that powerful, then obviously the plane needs a longer runway. So that you have enough time to speed up and then finally
To gain speed.
yeah, reach certain speed and then take off, right? So, as we get older, particularly we have to use the range of motion more and more, instead of relying on the muscles. When you're young, it's okay. You can dominate by using your muscles. But as we get old, the reliance on the muscle has to decrease. That means we need to use range of motion more and more.
Okay. And I'm working with a physical therapist for that. To increase my range of motion, make sure that my hips.
Go. As you can see here, in the downward view, it's fairly upper body moves. Your lower body is not active, leading the motion. It's like in basketball, when you do free throw. It's just standing here, and then you just use the arms. If you're strong enough, then you can do it. Just
Not you won't reach the ring. So you go.
Yeah, if you are a bit weaker, then you have to use the whole body. So use the lower body first, and then.
And once the motion starts, you get the arm going.
So you still have a lot of resources here.
Then I'm not
You
using.
need to use those.
Yes.
That's the key.
I agree.
Yeah. So in your case, let's start with the rope swing first, and then we'll go to the so-called step drills.
Okay. Now, Dr. Kwan, I remember some time ago I went out to play and play with Mark, the beach over there, or girls. And for some reason that day I was like really waiting at the top and then started slow through the swing. And I started hitting the ball a long ways.
So on the way down, if you reduce the level of effort, the club head actually gets faster.
Okay.
when you try to dominate the wrist muscle, then you lock the wrist. So earlier, you were showing that pattern. Try to hit the ball like this. When the wrist is locked, then the cleavage cannot have that much speed.
Okay.
So it's better to actually free your wrist, because a lot of speed is associated with the wrist motion.
And the hands have a tendency to just come on the right way through the wall if you don't tense them?
So what happens is you are just throwing the hands along the hand plane instead of trying to drive everything.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm forcing it this way, and I need to let it go.
Yeah, so you're mainly relying on your muscles, but you have to really use the momentum
Okay.
of the motion. So the rope is quite flexible. This is a bit shorter than I typically cut. My students made the mistake. Pretty short.
I've seen it on TV when you work it.
So when you swing this, one thing important is it's flexible.
I know.
You cannot manipulate the rope.
It's got a swing
Yeah, so you have to guide the rope motion with the body.
with the body, not the arms.
So the goal is to move the end of the rope faster around your body. It's not about using a lot of muscle strength, but throw the rope around your body and then throw the rope around your body.
Okay.
Again, the key is the motion of the end of the rope. So without putting much effort, you generate good speed here. If your goal is to throw the end of the rope quickly, fine. Yeah, so pay attention to the motion of the end of the rope. Stay on the mat. That's your position. Oh, very good. So give a bit faster motion in the backswing. Yes. Oh, this is promising. Yes. Yes. When you have a faster backswing, then the rope goes all the way around your body. Yes, this is good. Okay, you have a really good backswing. Okay. You should keep a big stroke. Then, swing. Wait. So in this round, certainly what I see is in the downswing is too flat. That's why it goes to the net.
Yes.
When the rope ends up here, that means that your plane is too flat. So it hits your body first, and then it goes up to there. But it should be steeper. The downswing should be steeper. And then put the more effort in the backswing. And the backswing faster. Oh, no, not that much. It's a snapping. So it shouldn't be a snapping. The motion should be continuous. And then more than anything, your body motion should be rhythmic. You have to feel the rhythmic motion of the body. Swing, 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 swing. The motion should be smooth but fast. Okay. And then as you swing back and forth, try to feel the rhythm. You're trying to control the first round was really good, but then suddenly after that, the easy twist. All the way down, no need to put a lot of effort here. Feel the motion at the end of the rope. Your goal is to move the end of the rope nicely around your body. Yes. That's a lot better, yeah. So the key here is feeling the motion of the end of the rope. The goal here, always is important to have good intention. And the goal here is move the end of the rope around your body nicely and continuously. Fast enough and continuously again. Instead of introducing jerky body motion. So using your body, using the rhythmic motion, you're promoting good rope motion around.
Too flat.
This time you lifted your hands. Now this is becoming more rhythmic, and then, yeah, it's a more consistent swing, 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 keep swinging, keep swinging. what you're doing here. The motion is becoming more rhythmic instead of
Swing, good, swing, 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 okay.
how consistent it is. So the goal of the rope swing is move the rope along a consistent plane both ways, and also at the end you wait until the rope goes around your body. But if you use your club, then you tend to pull it quickly. But with the rope, when you let it go all the way here, that means you're waiting.
You're finished.
Until the backswing is completed.
Is that my backswing is fuller that way?
Yeah. So you're not rushing.
Oh, yes.
If you look at your body motion, your body is now working with the upper body, so that you only generate the motion you need, no unnecessary movements here. Let me record from here.
Okay.
So it is important to use the body rhythmically, and then just generate the motion you need, no more than that. Okay. No less than that, no more than that. Throw the rope, feel the motion at the end of the rope, swing, 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 okay. Now here we can see the size of your back. It's. So in the frontal view,
Swing, 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 okay.
the overall rhythm is good, but your backswing is a bit too small, right?
Yes, yes, I can see it.
Your arm and your hands are going about this much here. So then what we need is that in the backswing, you need to turn the body more. So as we, again, typically get old, the wisdom expands, right? You become more wiser, right? Then you lose the mobility in the trunk. Then the only way you can increase the range of motion is to turn the pelvis a bit more. So try to turn the pelvis a bit more, and then that will give you more.
That's what I wanted to ask you, because sometimes, doctor, I feel that I am swinging like this, and I am not swinging.
That's good. That's good. You know how to move the body.
You know?
Yeah, this is good.
But my question was, I know where the pelvis goes up and behind, or just up?
If you try to move the pelvis up, you naturally have a turn as well. You have good combination of
Here.
good combination of pelvis turn and the lateral turn. That's actually really good. That's actually really good.
Okay.
So keep your arms here, facing this way. Then give me a backswing like that. Yes. And then you see your shoulder now turns about 90 degrees. This is enough. But in your rope swing, your shoulder
It's up to
is not
here.
enough.
Up to there.
Yes.
I go and I swing here.
Because you stop here.
Yes.
So bring the right hip high, and then turn. Oh, you have more than 90 degree turn here.
Which is fine.
Yeah, yeah. So when you have the feel of bringing the hip up, then you have good combination of pelvis rotation and the lateral tilt.
And the left.
Yeah.
Because
So the right hip.
this is incorrect.
Yeah, this is flat turn.
This
Yes,
is correct.
Yeah. So then, in order to create that motion, you have to use the right leg more actively, then push up here.
Yes, yes, yes.
Leg
I
action.
can feel it.
Yeah.
Instead of swinging like this, I feel this.
That's what you need. So particularly during the backswing, try to use the right leg and push it actively and then turn. Push actively and then turn. Now, again. Yeah. So try to come up with that. So in the backswing, try to use the right leg more actively and then try to bring the hip
To
up.
the rope. Same
Yeah,
exercise.
so, and then that will give you more turn, more shoulder turn. So let me keep swinging both ways. Here, one again. In the backswing, your motion stops too quickly or abruptly.
That's why the rope comes.
Imagine this. This motion is one continuous motion. So you never stop. So your body keeps moving continuously, instead of. Okay. So So even at the end of the backswing, you're continuously turning the body and then going into downswing. Yeah, that means, see the backswing, toward the end of the backswing, instead of having the image of stopping the motion quickly, try to add extra shoulder time at the end of the backswing. And then, so your goal in the backswing is to keep good turn, enough shoulder turn, using the pelvis turn. Yeah. Wait a bit more time. Wait a bit more at the top. So here, instead of go here and then stop and then let the rope go like this, hitting your body. If you keep turning your body, then it'll nicely slow down here. And
I got you.
Settles here.
Okay.
Because you're adding.
When I'm stopping, the rope is hitting me hard.
Yeah.
Because the momentum goes to the end of
So
the
you are
rope.
gradually slowing down the body motion smoothly, then the rope will nicely go in front of your SS. So with that, increase the shoulder turn in the backswing. So essentially what you need to feel is that on the way down, instead of using your arms here, using this wider and then try to turn. That means you're using these big muscles.
Okay.
And even the leg muscles. Yes. And then make it more rhythmic using the leg actions. Feel the rhythm as if you are playing music, you are playing an instrument here, swing, make the backswing a bit faster, motion should, okay. So when I say faster, then at the end you become, you have a road stop. So make this motion fast, but then fast and then nicely slow down, let it go. Fast and nicely slow down. Okay. Instead of fast and then stop here.
Yes, for some reason, I don't want to get into this position, and I have to get into this position. I cannot be covered this
Yeah.
way.
And always also, when you even practice without the rope, your right arm goes too low here.
Yes.
This is always the cause. So try to bring the right arm a bit higher. And then try to keep the elbow about here, about the shoulder, about here. Never goes down this much here.
That's why,
If you keep going down here, then you are, in a sense, brainwashing yourself. And you always go this way here, in the back. So even a simple practice, always try to keep the right arm up here. So it doesn't go up. Yes, like that, like that. It shouldn't go down. Okay. So the motion is, backswing motion is fast, but at the end, you have to have gradual slow down and then let the rope go around your body. Bring the hands a bit higher. Bring the hands a bit higher. So
I
currently,
feel disconnected when I do that.
currently you are stopping about here. That's why
Okay?
you're going like this.
Okay.
Because this is low here.
Okay.
You're not going any further.
Okay.
That the rope hits your body. Okay. So your goal is turn the shoulder enough so that you put the end of the rope in
All right.
as much as possible. Again, still is the focus should be on the end of the rope. Keep going. Have the image of putting the end of the rope in as much as possible
In
by
turning.
the shoulder rope. And also, later when we use the orange whip and the club, this will be quite obvious, but if your hands end up about here, then you will not have enough motion of the club head or the head of the toilet.
I'm here, right?
So then it's okay to lift your arm up here. So that the club.
Regis, I understand what you're saying.
Currently, you try to keep the
Up here.
club about here.
Yes.
This line here.
Yes.
It's okay to lift this more here, and then bring the club more this way.
Across.
There, and then you can increase the range of motion. Again, we need to increase the range of motion.
Here.
Okay, yeah. So, again, bring the arms a bit higher. That's okay, yeah. And then turn the shoulder. Good.
Why hit my face?
So that's why you have to pay attention to the end of the rope. Okay. So ultimately, the goal is to move the end of the rope around your body. No matter what, you have to let the end of the rope go around your body here, right? So if you're just focusing too much on the body motion, you don't know where it will end up. So always pay attention to this motion. Ultimately, by using your body motion, you're running the end of the rope around your body. I want to bring the end of the rope here, here. So as I swing, my goal is to move the end of the rope around my body.
I see.
You know.
There's no loss of motion or speed by doing it. You're keeping the plane, and the plane is just accelerating in the right plane.
Yeah.
So that's the maximum acceleration you can generate.
So when you maintain good plane, all you do is just keep enough motion here, and then change the direction and then let it go along the plane. But if motion of the rope or anything was away from the swing plane too much, you have to
Reroute.
compensate.
I want to go slow first.
That's good. From there, gradually increase the speed, but give a good turn, then let go. Now,
That's a little better.
Yes, this is a lot more consistent. But still, I think all the way down, you try to use your arms here to swing here. But the difference here is, instead of just to come down here, and then this versus, using this wind up, and stop the down, so it's a big difference. Use good wind up, throw, wind up, throw. So what you're missing, as you look now you're in the 60s, so what you're missing is this angle part here. So, the body driven motion. So if you develop tension here, when you have active backswing, and then the momentum will bring the body this way, and using that you will create this coiling in here. You will feel, you have to feel tension in there, because the coiling here, the tension will start in place. But because you're missing there, you only rely on your arm axis here. You try to turn this way quite a bit, by going this way. That's why it's all arm movements. So you have to feel the wind up and unwinding of that. Yes. Yeah. Turn more in the backswing, let it go. Yes, now it's a demo time here. So I'll try to swing really hard. Okay. And I can use my arms. That it hits my body really hard because I'm using my arms. Now, this time I'm using the winder.
Yes, and the arms accelerate progressively
it slows down the road so it doesn't hit. It's not a cold reaction, it's stop here and look.
Yeah, when you try to use the arms a lot here,
You stop right
and
here.
then stop, boom,
Yeah,
hit your
yeah.
back. Using the body and then simply throw. Instead of snapping, you are throwing the hands and rope around the back. So develop rhythmic motion. And then are you bringing the right hip high up in the backswing? Or just spinning around? Now, here, let me have the rope. Put your arms here. In the backswing, and you turn. First, you have to let the pelvis slightly shift away,
Okay.
and then push the ground with the right leg, and the stand on the right side. Here, you have to have most of the weight on your right side.
Okay.
So let's do this. As you go here to this position,
Light on the left.
without changing the body posture much, you should be able to do this.
Okay.
Instead of,
Yeah. So I need to go here.
yeah, and then, yeah. That means you're supporting your body. with
I feel more
your
tension
right
on my leg.
Yeah, and then you will, particularly you will feel tension in the hip joint. So you have good weight shifted to the right side. This is static motion. This is static posture. So your body tends to shift more.
More.
But in the dynamic motion, you have less. So it's okay. In the dynamic motion, if you try to shift, but still you will be able to maintain reasonable shift again. Always the common problem now in the modern golf is because you don't let the pelvis go this way. Then what happens is you turn this way.
Yes, the body does this.
Your leg is straight and then it's blocking the pelvis motion. Your body is leaning this way.
Yes.
So instead here, try to avoid this way. It's a different fit here.
Oh, yes.
And have a little reverse grip posture.
Yeah, well, I feel my tummy goes up
Yeah.
instead of being covered.
Yeah, so make this move away. Yes.
There, right?
So now you have a stretched right side here, right?
That's better?
Yeah. So if you go this way, this is a problem because pelvis is sliding quite a bit. But if you are moving the left side forward and then having this motion, your tummy is your wisdom isn't moving this way. You try to show how much wisdom you have to keep it on this side. Okay?
My belly button does have to go that way.
This way.
Because if I go this way, wrong. But if I go this way,
Yeah.
that's right.
So when your right hip moves backward too much, then the instant lift. So you will not be able to have good interaction with the ground. So you have to have good force acting here,
Okay.
under the ball of the foot.
Okay. Yeah, because my trainer was telling me that when he analyzed me, I was too pronated on my foot. So I was not allowing myself to rotate, so I need to be not pronated, but there. And then I can,
Either way, it's not a good idea. So instead of having this side or this side here, the thing is, if you put your weight on the right side and mainly interact with the ground with the right foot, then your right foot has to have a good transition.
so you can have balance, correct?
You are really standing on the right side.
Yes.
This is what you need to feel.
That's what I need to feel.
Yeah. So in the backswing, it's okay to move the pelvis with your tummy this way.
Oh, I can feel.
And then really stand on the right side here. Really stand on the right side. You support your body with the right leg.
There?
Yeah. So you need to feel this tension.
Yeah, I feel the tension right here. Through the leg.
So when that happens, for the definition, if you are having something heavy on your shoulder, then you will be able to support this really
Absolutely.
well.
Yes.
Because you have good foundation here.
It's the whole line straight, right?
Yeah. Now,
If I go this way,
this way, and then
yeah, it pulls me down. It pulls me down.
yeah, because gravity will generate torque. So again, if you have a good support from the right leg here, then if you have something really heavy on your shoulder,
Nothing happens.
you'll be able to support this really well, right? Have that kind of
There?
Five, yes, yes.
Well, I can feel the tension, which I couldn't feel before.
Yeah, so instead of quickly moving the right hip backwards like this, try to shift it this way first and then push up.
Yeah, don't,
This will naturally give you slight
Yeah.
backward motion.
we're gonna go here and
Yes, yes. So you are standing tall over the right side.
there.
And then with that, if you have slight reverse pivot posture here, then it's easy to start this way and then just a turn. Very easy to have the recentering motion. You're having initial shift away and the slight recentering here.
Yeah.
Recentering means you're just coming back to the initial position. Shift away and then recenter from here, just turn and turn.
First, I need to learn the backswing correctly.
So when I first decided the research, I made a stupid statement. Somebody asked me what's the purpose of backswing. So I said, well, to reach this position. I didn't really see the importance of backswing. But as I look at the data more and more, backswing is really important.
It's very important.
You have to do backswing right so that you can prepare your body for the downswing.
For the downswing.
So if you do something incorrectly in the backswing, then you cannot start the acceleration right away. So you have to take more time to compensate that. Okay. So if your backswing is too peaceful, then
There's no.
you have to start up everything, in the downswing. But if you prepare your body well by having dynamic backswing here, then you just take advantage of it, and then you have good initial condition for the downswing. But that's why the backswing is so important. Again, in the backswing, as you turn, you stand on the right side, stand up on the right side,
There.
yeah, and then have a more force acting under the ball of the foot, not
The heel.
not the heel. Yeah, so then naturally it will prevent the hip going backward too much. If you try to put the force under the ball of the foot. Yeah,
Not better?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So always you need to feel this, and bring the hip higher. Okay,
There.
so.
There.
And with that, if you slide reverse pivot, then you have enough shoulder turning.
Oh, because when I'm here, the shoulder's not turning, but when I'm here, the shoulder's
If
turning.
this is sliding backward here, then you try to turn this, you stop here. But have a good push with that. Yes, yes.
That's better?
Yeah, enough shoulder turn.
Enough shoulder turn?
That's all I need. Again, in the backswing, try to use the right leg more actively, and then turn the shoulder enough. Yes. And then give more active backswings using the right leg push. So this time, what we'll do is intentionally put more effort in the backswing.
More speed?
So here, the slow, slow. So slow down the downswing, and then try to make a really active backswing. Okay. In the backswing, try to reach out a bit more here, this way. Let it go all the way around instead of quickly pulling. In the backswing, it's fairly angular. So your goal is to move the end of the rope around your body, like this, instead of really pulling. Okay. Let it go around your body. You can use the wrist at the end here. Use the wrist motion. Let it go. Yeah, the wrist motion at the end.
Yeah, I'm pulling mine.
Yeah, but still on the way back, you tend to pull it this way here, instead of let it go around. So you have to use turn the right forearm like this. Let it go and then turn this way instead of.
Yeah, I'm taking the club like this, instead of letting the club go.
Yeah. Like that. Let it go around the back. Yes. you're not standing on the right side. Stand on the right side. Your tummy has to move that way more. The backswing. Bring the hands a bit higher. You're using this motion, when you have this motion here. When your forearm goes like this, and you can bring this a bit higher here. Because you're in this position instead of going down.
Or this.
Or this, yeah, try to go this way, rather.
That's higher. That's not, this is natural.
Yeah, yeah. But because you will just let the rope go, you will let the rope keep moving along the plane instead of forcing it to go somewhere. So if the end of the rope has enough speed here, then let it go and then it will finish here, with this position here, right? Let it go instead of try to alter the motion path. Just to let it go all the way, you have to adjust your body motion.
So the rope will reach.
Yeah. And then make it faster so that you can easily go around your body. Yes. Yes. So now, the right arm doesn't have to go this high here. All you do is essentially with the elbow flexion here. So go about this much here, then throw, flip and then throw.
Oh, okay.
Flip and throw instead of going higher.
Release this tension and just let it collapse.
Yeah.
Just let it collapse.
Yeah, yeah. And then let it go here. Let it go. Bring it a bit higher, the hands a bit higher. And then throw. Now hold hands.
Was that better?
So always, it's a matter of how you use the right arm. If you try to hit hard with the right arm here, tension, like stick here. But let it go and then throw. Let it go, throw. As you throw, you will feel the motion of the end of the rope. Throw both ways. You are throwing the ball both ways, even in the backswing. Yes. Yes, the motion is there. Good, I love it. So both ways you are throwing the ball outward.
Yes.
Instead of pulling.
Yes.
Yeah, I accentuate the length of the travel of the head instead of restricting it.
Yeah. So when you throw it, then you just follow that and then maintain the motion. Then you'll find the perfect position here.
Follow and return.
Yeah. So let it go.
Right there, by itself.
Just to preserve the motion of the rope and then let it go and then you end it here instead of trying to go to a certain position. Throw the rope both ways. Throw right, left, right, left, right, throw, left, throw, right, left, right, left, right, left. Okay, let me record this. Swing, 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 throw left, throw right, throw left, throw right, left, right, left, right. Okay. So remember, you are throwing the rope out instead of pulling this in. That way, when you throw out, this throwing action means your body has to be behind and then let it go. Right? When you try to pull, then this happens. So when you try to pull, then your pelvis goes back there here. But if you want to throw it, then you have to keep it there and then push throw here, both ways. So then you will have less backward movement.
Yeah.
So pulling and throwing, pulling and pushing are very different.
Okay. Did it get better though?
Watch.
Throw left, throw right, throw left, throw right, left, right, left, right. Okay.
The motion is getting smooth. Here, it stops here.
Yeah, it got shorter again, the shoulders. See, no shoulder turn.
This is the previous one.
Okay.
Now, the last one. See? more tender. The hands are
Oh,
going
my God.
higher.
Oh,
It's because you are letting the right arm go this way instead of. Yes. There you go. So try to tip the.
and this shoulder, the previous one was here, the shoulder now is,
Yeah, yeah.
it's all the way to here.
So you have more turn and also the hand position is higher.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at the right hand.
Yeah. But the previous one, stop. Stop.
Oh, my God.
But if you let it go this way, then you can keep the hands a bit higher. When this happens, then you naturally your shoulder can turn a bit more because you're going in the stopping here. You don't let this go away. Perhaps you put the towel here and then try to keep the right hand close to you.
No, so my tendency is always been to take the club with a shut shoulder, right shoulder. The shoulder blade never goes to the right position. So it's always this way, and the swing used to be,
So you go here and then try to do this, but in the back you try to.
yeah, now,
Yeah.
I'm going.
Yeah, the
there.
forearm supination will have everything. This is called supination.
Yes.
This is pronation. But when you have supination here, then it's going this way, close here, you're going this way here. So you can let the clear go a bit more. Okay,
There's a
so-
Korean guy that has a golf shop, his name is David. You know him? And Steve is one of the guys that teaches with him. He's the one that has been following you probably. Because they talk about, he was telling me about loading this right here many years ago. And I said, man, you gotta be crazy, this is not the way, he's turning the way. And I was-
So lift the right hip, and that if you do this motion, it will help. If you try to bring this back here, always this goes back.
He'll go there.
Yeah.
But if I go this way.
Yes, then naturally.
Ooh, I feel rotation right here.
Yes, yes. Throw both ways. Throw, 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 throw. Yes. Now you have more time there because of this motion.
Yes, 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 yes.
Very good. So bring the hands a bit higher by introducing the supination of the forearm, then turning this way instead of.
Yeah, it's not lifting, it's just supinating and then it goes back.
Yeah. So if the rope or the orange whip is moving, let it go. Let it continue the motion, and then your body will adjust, and then introduce a natural movement here instead of trying to force it. So if you respect the motion of the club, then because the club head is heavy here, and then it has motion here, then let it go, and then you will end up here by letting it continue the motion here. But if you try to bring the club certain way, then try to reach certain position with the arm here, then it actually affects the club motion. But club motion is what you need to preserve here. Adjust your body motion here, and then let it go. Change the direction, and then let it go. With this way, you have a lot more natural body posture and a larger range of motion. Okay. So again, now let's try to swing a bit harder. Good throw both ways. Active throw, and then increase the level of effort by using the body instead of using the arms. So use the legs more actively, and then swing both ways. Throw, 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 throw. So the nice thing about this rope swing is that it's very different from your club. So you cannot manipulate, and you have to guide it properly. And as you repeat this, naturally you improve your.
You will keep on improving it.
You have your sense of dancing here. And then the overall rhythm is basically dictated by the leg actions here. The leg actions will give the overall rhythm instead of using the arms here. When you use the arms here, you can go fast, slow, so you don't have consistency. But if you use the legs to control the rhythm here, then it's very consistent. You cannot rush. Okay?
And your motion is more controllable. I would also.
Now, this is yours, so don't forget to bring it with you.
Oh, that's mine? Okay.
Thank you. Then let's use the orange whip here. So orange whip is also somewhat flexible here, but it's heavier, so it's easier to feel the motion at the end of the club whip here. Now, hold it in the middle of the whip here. You need to hold it really long. And then swing back and forth as if this is a rope. That means you have to wait until the rope goes around your body. The same thing. Wait until this motion is complete. And then start the downswing. So initially you don't have to swing hard, but feel the motion. So don't fight, and then let it go all the way, and then bring it down. Yep. And then here, one thing, at the end of the backswing, minimize the bending.
Minimize the bending.
Yeah. If you have a lot of bending, that means that the head still wants to go this way. You're forcing motion opposite direction. Then it bends a lot. But if you just try to slow this down,
Okay.
you'll have just a little bit of bending.
I can sense that.
Yeah. So let it go all the way, wait. Now that means yeah. So still make it large enough motion, and then no rush to downswing. Yes. And then in the backswing, feel this motion. Okay. Feel this motion. Throw both ways. Throw backward, throw forward, backward, forward. You see, now you're not rushing.
That's better?
You let it go all the way here, wait, and then let it go.
Yeah, I feel my arm moving in a different direction. I used to move my arm like this at right.
But this changes it completely.
Totally.
Now,
It changes my understanding.
so imagine a swing here. Swing comes up and then push. Wait until it is done and then push instead of trying to push when it's coming.
Like, that's those things that you use in the park, that you go all the way up, momentum stops, and it accelerates
And then
to
you push.
Yeah, the
So
maximum
the same
velocity is here.
In the backswing, let it mature instead of trying to dominate. So let it go and then start, finish this and then start the downswing. And then you can add your effort all the way down.
That's why I felt that day that I was really slow, the top started slow, and I felt a lot of speed down the bottom.
So now it's swing back and forth. Feel the motion at the end of the whip. Swing back and forth. Think that you are holding a rope. Swing. Don't fight, but just ride the rhythm. Ride the rhythm. Swing. Swing. Swing, and then make it a bit faster. Now both ways. Put more effort. Swing. Swing. Yeah, throw both ways. Swing. Swing. Yes. Good. Yeah. So you're not fighting. You're not wasting your energy for unnecessary.
Swing. Yeah, throw both ways. Swing. Swing. Yes. Good.
Imagine when somebody is going through the door in front of you, that the person usually holds the door for you, right? And then you will take it and then go through the door. But when the door is closing, you try to hold it and then change direction. You have to put a lot more effort.
That's just holding it in place.
When the club is going this way, you try to dominate it, you're wasting a lot of energy. Instead, wait until this is decelerated, and then at the end.
So when they tell you that you're changing direction should start before you reach the top, it's wrong?
No, the recentering motion has to be done during the backswing. So, and then you're having recentering motion. But
Then reach the top.
while you are recentering, still your shoulder is turning in the backward direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
So if you try to introduce the shift after you finish turning, it's too late. Okay. So this recentering motion should be done during the backswing as you are still turning this way.
I'm just going to concentrate this.
That's all you need. You don't need to intentionally shift this way. when in the second one, when you try to shift, it was too much shift. All we do is shift away and then slide recentering. That's all you need. And then turn from here instead of try to move this way.
Okay. Yeah, no,
So you don't have to do that. As long as you have good time and have a slight reverse pivot posture here, wait, then that's enough. Yes. And then on the way down, and you start downswing motion, try to add effort, then see how it goes.
effort work here.
On the way down.
Yeah.
Go weight here, and on the way down, add effort.
With throwing or the body?
Throwing. It has to come from the body, but try to have a bit more effort in the downswing. Swing, swing. Then what happens is, so all the way down, if you time the leg action and the upper body turn correctly, then the leg push, the lead leg push helps the upper body turn.
Okay, that's what I need to work on.
Then you will have good standing on the left side.
My tendency is to try to slide.
Just to try to kick the ground. Yes, with that, the kick will give you good upper body turn here. By kicking, really. Still give enough backswing, good, wind up, wait, and then go. Wait and throw. Yes, yes. So when you have enough time up there, and all the way down, you can time the leg.
Is the backswing better?
Yeah. Yeah. So let me record this. So don't try to dominate the whip, okay?
Ready?
Just let it move around your body. And you have to time your body motion to promote that. Ready, go. Swing, 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 swing. Yes. So the time is not there. We are not working. Now let me record from here. You are transforming. Okay, ready, go. Keep a bit bigger backswing. Good, okay. So now, see your body motion here. This is the front view.
Go. Keep a bit bigger backswing. Good. Okay.
You see how high your hands go above your head. It's like above your head. Because you will let the whip go. Now this is the whip from the target. Right?
Swing. 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 Yes.
At this point,
Go.
this is your yes, to see how high you go. Yeah, I like this. It's all arms. Oh, you can see that you're not moving the body that way. Yeah, when you give a bigger backswing now, from the beginning you can use your body. Oh my God. So it is important to increase the range of motion.
Yes.
So keep a large enough motion here. Then what happens is at the beginning of the downswing, you have to use your body here and then start the downswing. But if you start somewhere here, then you can use the arms. If
And you lock the whole.
you don't have enough time to prepare the body. Preparing the body means, first you build the tension in the muscles, but at the same time you should have time for slight recentering. Eventually, when you have more time up here, then you allow your body to recenter slightly automatically. But if you rush here, then no time for that. Then go here. The intentionally when you try to move, then you have heavy slide. So I use 3 different terms. pelvis sway means the upper part is moving more.
Okay.
If everything shows this motion, it is called sway. So in other words, you go this way, it's
That's a
sway.
sway.
And the swing, this is sway.
Uh-huh.
And then pelvis slide means this here or this here. So usually, if you have a sway on this side, you have a slide on this side. And sometimes plus the sway again. When I say shift, that means it's a purposeful motion. So your whole body is moving.
Yeah, instead of going this way or this way, it's going.
Yeah. So whole body is moving within this triangular space here.
Yes.
Imagine a triangular space. So if you have a full-length mirror here, and then put two tapes, and you give it a slight triangular shape, and then try to move within the space here. Or outside, have the sun behind you,
Yes, and you can see.
put two sticks on the ground,
Okay.
and then give this a triangular space, and then move, then your shadow will move within the space.
You mean a triangle like
Yeah,
this?
yeah, yeah.
So then this goes.
And then you will be able to see your shadow.
You are like this.
Yeah. And you keep moving, and then you keep moving, and then your shadow will move, but the pelvis is moving reasonably, and the head is not moving that much. So with that, your body is essentially moving within the triangular space. Yeah. So that way, you'll be able to prevent the excessive motion. If your pelvis slides here, typically this means your body is not ready in the backswing. You fail to prepare your body enough in the backswing, so that you have to do something in the downswing. But when you have good wind up, then you will start the downswing with your body motion, then throw the arms. So swing becomes a lot easier. This is heavy, so when you swing this with your muscles, you get tired quickly.
Yes.
But if you let it go all the way and then turn the direction, all the way and then turn direction, it's less tiring.
Less.
Because you're only using the muscles at the right time. Instead of try to
It's like trying to walk like this.
Yeah.
Pulling with the leg. So you get the body and the motion of the legs go with it, right?
Yeah,
Rhythm.
So you have good body motion. It's basically controlled by the leg action. So you're developing good rhythm now.